the familiar logo of World of Warcraft glowing on the screen like an old friend. After 15 long years away from Azeroth, a 38-year-old dad sat down one quiet evening. The kids were asleep, and for the first time in a long while, he had a few hours just for himself. This time, things would be different. No rushing to max level. No racing through dungeons. No skipping quest text. He was here to enjoy the journey, to rediscover the world that once captured his imagination. He chose the Darkspear trolls. Fierce, proud, and resilient. Their story had always fascinated him. Exiled from their home, surviving against all odds, and finding strength in unity. It felt fitting. After all, he too had weathered life's storms, raising a family, building a career, learning patience and balance. Now, he was ready to walk alongside the Darkspear once more. The red sun rose over the jagged cliffs of Durotar, painting the land in hues of fire and dust. The Valley of Trials stirred with the sounds of young warriors sharpening blades, chanting, and preparing for their first steps toward glory. Among them stood Gûrubàshï, a jungle troll far from the lush greens of Stranglethorn, his tusks gleaming faintly in the morning light. Kaltunk, the seasoned trainer, watched him with a knowing grin. "You've got the right spirit, troll," he said, his voice rough as cracked stone. "But spirit alone doesn't win battles. Go see Gornek in the den. He'll set you on the right path." Gûrubàshï nodded, gripping his worn axe and slinging his crude bow across his back. The den was a hollow carved into the red rock, filled with the scent of smoke and sweat. Inside, Gornek, a stern orc with scars like claw marks across his chest, looked up from his maps. "So, you're the new one," Gornek rumbled. "If you want to prove yourself, start simple. The valley's crawling with boars. 10 should do. Bring me their tusks." Outside, the heat pressed down like a hammer. Gûrubàshï spotted the first boar rooting near a cactus. He drew his bow, but he felt rusty. Standing as still as possible, he aimed and fired the first shot. It's a hit. The boar snorted and charged. Gûrubàshï loads his second arrow and takes his time to line up the shot. He hits again, and again. The boar closes in on the old hunter, who nervously reaches for his axe. Gûrubàshï barely dodged, swinging his axe wildly. Gûrubàshï cut off the boar's tusk. But the first boar also dropped some loot. It has been a long while since the hunter felt his adrenaline pumping so wildly. Gûrubàshï checked his backpack. A ragged leather vest. Yaman. He realized then how far he had fallen from the rhythm of the hunt. His hands were clumsy, his stance unsteady. But he refused to give up. He spent the next hours practicing, drawing, aiming and striking. Slowly his movements began to flow. The bowstring sang true. The axe found its mark. By sunset, 10 boars lay still in the dust. The arms of Gûrubàshï ached. His breath came ragged, but his eyes burned with pride. He gathered the tusks and returned to the den, his steps steady and sure. Gornek examined the trophies and gave a rare nod. "Not bad, troll. You've got fight in you. Keep that fire burning." As night fell over the Valley of Trials, Gûrubàshï sat by the campfire, sharpening his axe. The flames danced in his eyes, reflecting the promise of battles yet to come. His journey had only begun, but already, the jungle troll had found his rhythm. Once more. If you've enjoyed this first episode, make sure to leave a like to the video and subscribe to see the next adventures of Gûrubàshï. Feel free to leave comments on how you would like to see the series improve.